The Women in Standards extends a warm welcome to our panel, workshop presenters, and participants. Today, we'll be discussing engaging stakeholders, lessons learned from member onboarding and retention. Outreach to the stakeholder community can involve in-person interactions, calls, emails, and social media outreach, and more. It is essential to inviting a diverse and robust community of stakeholders to the standards process. Once a new participant has joined a standards body, supporting them as they become acclimated is doubly important to ensure their long-term success. And finally, how can we better retain and inspire participants to work with standards developers long-term? We hope to explore these topics today, and thank you for joining us.
The EP program, as we call it, started like many other things in ASTM. We started a pilot program so we could dip our toes in and see if this was something that the membership was going to see value in and if they were going to support it. What we weren't expecting is just how quickly the program took on a life of its own and gained momentum. Next slide. And so it was 3 hours dedicated to really diving into ASTM, who we are as an organization, how the process works, and how to navigate once you're in a committee. So like Karen said in her introductory remarks, it's one thing to have 30,000 members, but how do you support every single one of those members so that they're seeing value in their participation within ASTM? And that's really where we thought this program added that piece of it early on for our membership. And so, as I said,
because I really wanted to highlight of all these things, the third bullet. So standard development organizations and the process as a whole is meant to be inclusive, right? And in fact, it has to be, or it just doesn't work. So for the juvenile products industry and our members who participate in standard development activities, we see our role as helping to facilitate that engagement and that participation. Next slide. We really help to facilitate the connections and help our members stay and get engaged in the standards development work. So from the very beginning of a juvenile product or baby product manufacturer coming to JPMA to say, who are you, what do you do, how can you help me? Our membership team really starts conversations talking about ASTM and the standards work that we can help them get involved with. And it's a terrific networking opportunity. It's a terrific educational opportunity. And we talk about it a lot, not just when we're sort of selling membership, but also when new members join and we want to get them quickly acclimated to what's going on in the industry. Attending
is essential to the outreach process. It includes mapping out the strategy with specific assignments of outreach roles. So we divvy up different outreach roles amongst the team members, and also establishing a timeline with key deadlines along with a tracking mechanism to document what efforts have been completed to date and which ones are ongoing. Conducting research and landscaping the targeted expert pool will completely help with the focus of our outreach efforts. Determining who are the key players that are in your sector and that have expertise to contribute efforts. We first look at our current and available resources for contacts to publicize the activity and gain attention, whether it's internal or through our member resources. We look to see if there's any relevant US domiciled standards activities in the specific space and reach out. We use various means to promote the proposed activities, such as social media, current internal committee membership rosters, and any relevant trade associations. Having materials developed and ready to use in your toolkit is extremely important. We find that a one-pager often works well. I think Katarina also spoke about having one-pagers. They work well to hook the interest of prospective members. We develop those one-pagers with the help of our committee leaders, and they're formatted in such a way that they can be easily tailored to any particular audience or event. Interest, how do we actually engage with prospective members? Well, we hold group webinars that focus on some of the major aspects of the efforts underway, as well as the overall benefits of participation, including those not normally discussed relative to the standards development processes, like, the networking opportunities and intelligence gathering. We additionally rely on committee leaders. or existing members to participate in one-on-one calls with prospective members to discuss the technical work and sector-specific needs for standardization. So these calls can provide a more detailed discussion on how the work can impact prospective members' organizations, focusing on projects that would be of specific interest to them. And we also find that peer-to-peer outreach and recruitment seems to be much more effective. So engaging TAG members in outreach is really important as well.